पहाड़ पूरा का पूरा आ जाता है, पूरा रोड बंद हो जाता है नदी तक। और जो यहाँ फंस गया इस बीच में तो फंस गया वो।
We all got up to the car, and after the photo session, Sandeep was left. He was peeing somewhere behind the rocks, and we left and we started. And
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of our journey. In the previous episode, we saw how we started our trip to Manali via Delhi, got delayed on the railroad due to the engine failure, and had fun in Manali though towards the end.
এরপরে আবার কবে ভালো খাবারটা আবার জুটবে না মুশকিল।
Throughout the day of acclimatization for the high altitude of the Spiti Valley. In Manali, we of course packed a few essentials along with the adequate water supply for the road trip to Kaza. However, there was a catch. Our plan to acclimatize with high altitude was not a good idea when we chose Manali. Located at 6,700 feet above the sea level, Manali sounded like a dwarf town compared to Kaza, which was just 186 kilometers away from Manali and located at approximately 12,000 feet. And we were planning to reach there in just 8 or 9 hours starting from Manali. And that too was through the 15,000 feet high Kunzumla. We knew very well that any of us or many of us could experience the effect of AMS or acute mountain syndrome on the way or while being in Kaza. Hence our ammunition was overhydration that we were taking since a week before the journey, along with a Diamox taken in halves twice the day of our stay in Manali.
so let's see how it goes. Good morning everyone. It's 12th of October 2021 and it is as planned 6 o'clock in the morning and we are starting our journey towards Kaza. The entire distance is around 186 kilometers from the place where we are staying. Our first stop will be around 40 kilometers from here to a place called Koksar. Koksar is around 10,300 feet altitude. It's the starting point towards the Kaza split from the Leh Manali highway, and when we get there we are planning to have our breakfast and resume the total off-road, so stay with us. I will just quickly show you how we have packed and how we are starting. Manali Mall at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you can see there are food carts here selling breakfast and tea quite early in the morning. This is going to be our transport to Kaza and for the remaining 6 days. Our luggages are uploaded.
সবাই একবার গাড়ির সামনে এসে
We have stopped at the Manali petrol pump. This is the last one before we hit the Spiti Valley, so we have to get the oil tank filled up here. The next one will be the world's highest petrol pump located in Kaza at 11,900 feet approximately. So we are filling the tank and we will start our journey from Manali. Just a kilometer or two from here we will reach the Atal Tunnel, the pride of India, and after crossing the Atal Tunnel we will get into the Lahore Valley. So before saying goodbye to the Solan Valley, just few glimpses for you.
फ्लो में आते हैं ना, क्रॉस करते हैं। क्या व्यू होते हैं।
कधी एसटी ॲटलीस्ट बाय
So after crossing the tunnel, it's the mesmerizing Lahore Valley. Just have a look. Feels little crazy after gaining 4,000 feet altitude within say 1 hour. And if you look at top of the mountain, there's a beautiful waterfall just jumping down the mountain. Look how beautiful it is. So this was the toughest part earlier. We have the Rotang Pass over there. People used to come down this way and head towards the Ladakh. And there will be an off-road towards the left. We will head towards those points to Khunzumla via the Grampu Batal road. So this is quite a fun. This is quite a fun with the chill in the wind. So it's good. It's good so far. Hope it is that good, and hope we will be presenting this kind of good footages for all of you to enjoy who could not make it this time, so that you get inspired and you take this kind of challenge. So at this moment the Chandra river is not visible. It's flowing somewhere between these two mountains through this valley, and we will have a quick breakfast here, and after that we will start the remaining part of our journey. This is just to get steady at this altitude and have some breakfast, get some refreshments and get going. So stay with us. बताइए अपने बारे में.
नाश्ता कर रहे हैं।
नाश्ता कर रहे हैं.
आप लोग भी लीजिए।
तो ये अपने दोस्त है सोनम जी, ये काजा के पास ही रहते हैं और पूरे ट्रिप में यही हमारे गाइड है. The sun is so bright here, you can hardly take off your sunglasses even under the shade. So this is the delicious paratha with the stuffed aloo, and you get the mixed pickle along with it. So let's have a quick bite here. देखो ली, hot, smoking, steaming parathas. Heaven on earth. Soft, fluffy paratha. You don't even need the pickle here. Feels like even smoking inside my mouth. So let me continue this, finish it fast, and then we will catch you. So done with the breakfast and just having a look around in Koksar. In front of us, around say 3 to 4 kilometers, we will have the Grampu off-road, or rather the road towards Grampu, which is, let me show you, this side. So the one that is coming from this mountain is the Rotang Pass, and the one towards our left is the off-road we will take. And Sonam was saying that whatever you had in breakfast, many will not be able to retain it due to the off-road jerking towards Gramfu. So let's see how much of the paratha I can retain in my tummy, and how we can cope up with the off-road experience from Gramfu to Batal. So with a musical note, we are saying goodbye to Koksar, and very soon we will be arriving the Spiti Cut from the Leh Manali highway. On the right hand side, I will show you the way towards Rohtang Pass, and on the left we will get down towards Gramfu. Just have a look what we are passing through. This is the off-road journey, the tempo travelers.
After leaving Koksar, almost 5 kilometers uphill towards the Rotang Pass, there comes a place called Gramfu. From Gramfu, the off-road journey starts towards Batal and Kaza, that goes via Kunzum Pass. This road is officially open from mid-June to mid-October every year. We call it a road. For the remaining part of the year, it gets covered under almost tens of feet of snow at places. Even when the snow melts down starting from somewhere around June, the stretch of the stony road gets washed away at places by the water passes. During the first week of October, which sometimes is called the end of tourism season in Spiti, at least by the Kunzum top, a motor rally called Raid the Himalayan is conducted through this road. That often causes tourist vehicles to be controlled at places, but for us, it completed a couple of days ahead of when we started. And that proved to be a blessing, as the stony bumps were covered with some kind of sands or gravels to facilitate the rally. I won't say it created a cushion on the road, as we were still galloping through the path as soon as we left Gramfu. Our next destination was Chatru, which is situated at almost 10,900 feet above sea level. Though it was just like 22 kilometers away from Koksar, it took us around an hour and a half. And the reason was called a place Doni Nala by the local drivers. So there are two water passes which come down during the monsoon or the snow melting season, and the road gets totally blocked. We were trying to pass that area as soon as possible, as suggested by our guide and driver Sonam.
जाता है तो पूरा पहाड़ आ जाता है। ये दोनी नाला है, यहाँ पे अब आएगा थोड़ी देर बाद ना। दो नाले हैं यहाँ पे, दोनों के दोनों बहुत गंदे नाले हैं।
अच्छा, दोनी नाले,
दोनी।
So what Sonam is saying that Doni Nala is the ugliest point of this trip. Anytime landslides keep happening, and BRO takes a lot of effort to clean this up with double or triple blasts, and when that happens, the entire road gets stuck, and people have to wait until it gets cleared. It can take hours, days, or even weeks. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let's see how it happens. What we are experiencing here is the good road condition as per the entire year is considered.
and one of the reason is we are traveling in the month of October when all the rainy season is over, and the second one is the Red the Himalayan Rally that was scheduled between 7th to 10th of October, just finished day before yesterday. So the Bureau has maintained the road quite well. So we are lucky till this point, and let's see how it continues down the line. This is the Doni Nala, and the mountain above can come down at any point in time. So this is the risky part of the road. It's our turn now to cross this part of the Nala.
एक्सीडेंट हुई इस बार यहाँ
We keep our fingers crossed. Just see the rock falls, and you can imagine what kind of accidents that might have happened.
के साथ आता है पत्थर भी इतने बड़े बड़े आते हैं हाँ ये ऊपर पानी है
जब बर्फ पिघलता है या बारिश के
बर्फ एक ग्लेशियर पूरा रह गए
वो पूरा ग्लेशियर रहता
मतलब
है.
इतना ऊंचा ऊंचा ग्लेशियर हो जाएगा ये दोनों तरफ को
वही जो बोल रहे थे गाड़ी का डबल हाइट वाला ये जगह पे
ये भी है
बीच में
यहाँ
नाला
तो
है.
ग्लेशियर भी ऐसा था ऐसे करके
पूरी बाप
ऊपर से
रे.
गाड़ियाँ हमारी छत लग जाती थी ऊपर
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
इतना वो
Every fold of this journey is accompanied by a story. So these were the risky part of the stories. What you are saying, loaded on the truck is the winter supply of the burning woods for the residents of Spiti Valley. So since the nature is quite harsh for trees to grow, they have to supply the food from outside so that the residents can stock it and they can survive in the harsh winter of the mighty Spiti Valley. This is the descent of Chatru. We can see a bridge in front of us which will help us to cross and get towards the left bank of the Chandra river. A small hamlet, Chatru, becomes a residential place in the summer for few dozens of people, not more than 100. And mostly they are the hosts for the camping parties who end their Hamtapas trail here. It's having only one small tea hotel which provides breakfast, lunch, or sometimes dinners, light ones. And there is a PWD bungalow. The population of this particular hamlet won't be more than 100 during the summer. During the winter, it's all deserted. So we have come to Chatru, and
कहाँ से आते हैं?
Konzome is 43 kilometers, Kaza is 120 kilometers from Chatru. We are not going to stop here. We will head towards Batal and maybe have a small stop at Batal.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Wait a minute here. Did I mention the name Chota Darra yet? Let me. Batal is just 32 kilometers from Chatru and it is located at an elevation of 13,000 feet above sea level approx. But to reach Batal, you need to cross the stretch in between called Chota Darra. This part of the fragile mountain keeps coming down anytime. The moment we entered there, we saw an HRTC bus was blocked by a rockfall, and that gave us a much awaited toilet break
along with an excuse of photography while the team was working.
There is a small blockage due to rockfall. One of the buses got stuck and they have removed the rock. And ট্রেকিং এর যে গাইড দিয়েছিল সেই হচ্ছে বুবাই। টোটাল আমাদের সুদীপ্তা। সুদীপ্তা এই দেখো ও বলছিল যে আমি বললাম ব্যাস দুই দল মিলে গেছে এবার সাথে সাথে যাত্রা।
यहाँ के जैसे पहाड़ है, पहाड़ बहुत कच्चे होते हैं यहाँ पे, तो पहाड़ पूरा का पूरा आ जाता है, पूरा रोड बंद हो जाता है नदी तक, तो इसको खोलने में कम से कम वीक नॉर्मल लग ही जाता है। जो यहाँ फंस गया और जो यहाँ फंस गया इस बीच में तो फंस गया हो, तब तक ये
3-4 दिन का
पानी लेके चलो। यहाँ से शुरू है आगे तक ऐसे मिलेगा पहाड़ ना आपको, ऐसे जैसे ये सारे पहाड़ आए हुए हैं, आप देखो ऊपर को, ये सारे आए हुए हैं,
पूरा ये पत्थर वो पत्थर ही है। So this is the dangerous part and we are trying to spend minimum time here for some refreshment and we are starting from here. We will keep meeting and keep giving you more updates. Due to the chilling weather condition, the battery is draining out quite fast, so we are trying to cover as much as possible. Due to the rock steady mode of this DJI Action Pro camera, don't underestimate the shaking and beating we are taking from the road. Maybe if I can show you with reference to our car, you will be able to grab it. So this is how we are going at this moment, and our family is trying their best not to vomit out everything they had in their breakfast. And we are heading towards Chota Dara, maybe another 8-9 kilometers from here. We will pass through it and reach Batal for our lunch in the famous Chandra Dhaba or the Chacha Chachi Dhaba. So this is our family enjoying the trip.
আমরা দারুণ এনজয় করছি, প্রাকৃতিক সৌন্দর্য দারুণ এখানে।
হ্যালো
This is how camera shy this family is. They will keep chatting throughout the day. Whenever I take the video towards them, they will be just hi, hello, or maybe just wave their hands. Hashtag on the rocks.
The weather this time of the year look quite pleasant around, but the road condition and the weather can change within a moment. Somewhere around this stretch, you will see a spot on Google Map called Subhamoy Paul Memorial. Subhamoy Paul, then 49 years old, was taking part in the Moto Quads Extreme category of the Raid the Himalayan Rally of 2016. His KTM 500 EXC motorcycle crashed somewhere here on the way from Losar in Spiti to Gramfu on the third day of the event. Suffering from a head injury, Mr. Paul got airlifted to Manali but no luck. The organizers called off that event after the tragedy that year.
Such a beauty of nature, and you can see snow caps, the glacial valleys, beautiful off-roads, and the ever live Chandra River. It's just wow. Just wow is the one word to describe it. We just started an interesting part of the ride. We all got up to the car, and after the photo session, Sandeep was left. He was peeing somewhere behind the rocks, and we left and we started, and the car rolled around say 50 to 100 yards before we realized that he is not there. So we have arrived the famous Chandra Dhaba और चाचा चाची का ढाबा जहाँ पे हम लोग करेंगे lunch, and after having lunch we will ride up to the top of Kunzum, and from there we will descend to Losar. So we are at around 13,300 feet altitude in Batal right now. Let's enjoy the lunch at Chacha Chachi Dhaba and continue from here. ये हमारा चाचा जी चाची जी इनके ढाबा, इनका फेमस ढाबा। ये ढाबा बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है बातल में। ये बहुत लोगों के जान वान बचा चुके हैं, और ये इनका 5 स्टार सेटअप इनका कुशन, बेड, कारपेट सब लगा हुआ है, एकदम मज़ेदार। This Chacha Chachi Dhaba is like a 5-star supermarket. Whatever you are taking from the shelf, you have to make a track of it, and at the end you just tell whatever you have consumed, including the noodles, omelette, and the rice, dal, rajma, and curry. So you keep track of it and you tell the entire thing, whatever you have consumed, and Chachaji will give you a wholesome figure, and you are happy, you are content from their service. So these are nice people, and we are having nice time with them. Have a look. This is a new dish, Rajma Chawal along with omelette, and this is the thing I am going to have it here. Quite good. Not so spicy, not so dull. Awesome. Whatever you get in this altitude,
is awesome. Too good. So let me quickly finish this thing and then we will start our remaining journey towards Kunzumla. Before we leave Batal, one last glimpse of Chacha Chachi Dhaba. And this is the way up to Kunzumla. And on the left there will be the Chandratal diversions. We are not going towards Chandratal. We are going to Kunzumla today. We will pay homage in Kunzum Mata temple and from there we will head down towards Losar, and from there we will be going to Kaza. All those birds you see, those are Pahadi Mainas or mountain Mainas they call. They are having a yellow beak. And we are starting our journey from here. So see you somewhere on the way to Kunzumla. Stay with us. Diversion we take route towards Chandratal, around 45 minutes ride from here, and overall it will take almost 1.5 to 2 hours to visit the lake and come back to the parking point, and then 45 minutes journey back to this point, or maybe till Batal. So we will have fun on our returning day. As of now, let's head to Kunzum Mata temple. So I was talking that that was the old road what Sonam is saying due to illegal acquisition in the forest land, the forest guys have put a stay order on the construction of that road. So they are not building anything, and that project has come to a stall. So this Kunzumla is the road we have. So if you look into Google Map, you will see a grey zigzag on that side of the hill. So that's the road. Kunzum top, the top of the Kunzumla. Those stupas and temple of Kunzum Mata is getting visible. Those are the places. If you follow my fingertip. So we are at Kunzum top. Let me show you. Those snow caps we were seeing, and we came all the way from that side over here, and this is the entrance of the Kunzum top. From here all the private vehicles take a turn, pay homage to Kunzum Mata, do a production, and we are stopping here. So on the gate of Kunzum Pass, if you face from the gate, if you face Kunzum Mata's temple, on your left will be the Lahul side of the Spiti Valley, the Batal and other places, and on the right the beauty of Spiti Valley unfolds. Let's have a look. So this is the side. Look
how the mountain is. It's like built of copper with all the prayer flags surrounding the place. So within few weeks, or maybe when we return, we hope it doesn't, but it may get covered in snow, and that snow gets deeper and deeper, and it's like 20-30 feet of snow in the peak winter. When it opens in May, the Kunzum Pass, then only few skillful drivers like Sonam and others from the Spiti Valley, they can pass through it. So Sonam was telling that Chandratal opened on 25th of April, and on 26th he drove through the 20 feet high ice, and he went to Chandratal. So he's a daring guy. So let's have a view of Kunzum Mata, and let's pray for the safe journey or remaining part of the journey. This is the Kunzum Mata temple with the stupas. The air is quite dry and windy and chilling with less oxygen. That's why getting a sore throat kind of with dusts getting stuck on the windpipe. We are at 14,500 feet. For many of us, it's for the first time, and we are feeling the breathlessness, the lack of oxygen. Thankfully the wind is here, which is creating some oxygen pressure. That's helping us. So one more time, a 360-degree view of Kunzum Mata's place. So our family is quite busy here, taking photos and videos. And their faces have started turning red and we have not entered Spiti Valley yet. So yeah, within few minutes from here we will have the first glimpse of the Spiti River rather, and we will get down to Losar. So see you on the way to Losar.
Spiti, or Piti as the locals call it, means the middle land. It is surrounded by Tibet to the northeast, Kinnaur to the southeast, and Lahaul and Kulu to the west and southwestern part respectively. Spiti River flows from the west to east and meets with the Sutlej River in Khab, which is a small town village called Pur, towards the eastern part of the valley. It is difficult to extrapolate the cultural and economic history of Spiti Valley before the 10th century. Neither Lalu, Dhankar, Kibber, Rangrik, Tabo, or any other village in Spiti Valley was known to be a major economic, cultural, or political center prior to that time. The only evidence to establish culture and history of the valley beyond a millennium ago lies in the remains of art and inscriptions dating to the foundation phases of Tabo or Dhankar monasteries. However, the imposition of Tibetan Buddhism through those phases transformed the indigenous culture into what it sustained with for almost 10 centuries. Towards late 20th century, the globalization and automobile revolution took a major toll on that. Local delicacies like Sampa, Fingsha, Safta, Tingmo, or drinks like Chang, Ara, Xiang are replaced with the dal rice today, or paratha, and the distilled liquor have taken all those drinks over. Yaks are being replaced with tractors in fields. Donkeys are replaced with water tankers when it comes to fetching water from the precious Spiti River. But still, there is some uniqueness lying within those colorful stretches of highland that in some distant past was under the bed of the Tethys. And the monasteries or the Gomphas that witnessed 1,000 harsh winters and still standing there are there to tell a tale. It is believed that the great translator Rinchen Zangbo of 10th century have coordinated the construction of 108 or 108 temples or gomphas overnight across Himalayas, which range from Ladakh to Arunachal. These gomphas, built with scarcely available resources like poplar wood, mud, were the initial building blocks of the great monasteries lying in the rugged mountain regions of India and Tibet. Most popular among them being the Tabo Monastery is known as the Ajanta of the Himalaya, where the rare manuscripts, thankas, and the idols were well preserved. The others include Lalung, Ki, Khongri, and Dhankar in Spiti Valley itself. Legend goes that while undertaking the task of building these gomphas overnight, Rinchen Zangpo carried some withered willow sticks with him to different sites in Ladakh, Zanskar, Spiti, Kinnaur, Bhutan, and Arunachal Pradesh. Here he planted them, and wherever the sticks sprung to life and turned green, a monastery was constructed. In Lalung Monastery, or popularly known as the Golden Temple of Spiti, such a tree is still standing high. But that's going to be a different chapter of Spiti tour for us in future. The other noteworthy gomphas built by him in Tibet faced a destruction in the hand of the invading Red Army in the mid-1950s. However, the heritage is still preserved here between the fold of northern Himalayas, and that's what was our target for this trip.
We are having an unexpected feeling from here because of this road. The off-road part is over, it seems. Just have a look.
Key Monastery, the Key Gompha. Those small villages visible on top are the Kipar village.
अभी हमें सोनम भाई बताएंगे 5-6 लोकल खानों का नाम और वो किससे बनता है, तो हम भी वो टेस्ट कर पाएंगे। हाँ जी भाई।
चिंग मोमो बोलना ना बनाने को।
अच्छा, ये किस चीज़ से बनता है?
ये आटे का ही बनेगा।
अच्छा।
थोड़ा डिजाइन वाला होगा।
हाँ हाँ। अंदर स्टफिंग का ये
स्टफिंग नहीं रहेगा उसमें, आपको साथ में जैसे नॉनवेज खाते हो आप लोग।
हाँ हाँ, हम सब खाते हैं।
नॉनवेज में शाप्ता बोलते हैं ना, उसके साथ जो कॉम्बिनेशन है उसका।
अच्छा अच्छा।
ये अपना मोमो और शाप्ता।
शाप्ता क्या चीज़ से बनता है? मटन
से।
अच्छा। मटन शाप्ता और टिंग मोमो। और
ये बोल देना, अगर वो नहीं होगा तो मोमोज वगैरह भी बन जाएंगे आप।
मोमोज। अच्छा।
मोमोज के लिए बोल देना वो।
और इधर को कोई स्पेशल थुक्पा होता है? स्पेशल थुक्पा होता है जो इधर स्पीति में मिलती है, ऐसे कोई थुक्पा है?
थुक्पा भी 3-4 टाइप के ना।
हाँ हाँ वही। एक तो नॉर्मल नूडल वाला हो जाता है,
नॉर्मल होगा।
एक होता है ऐसे रोटी को फाड़ के वो जो तेंदुक होता है, मक्तुका होता है मोमो डाल के।
एक नॉर्मल होता है हमारे।
अच्छा, उसमें क्या डाला जाता है?
आपने ऐसे बोलते हैं खुद बनाएंगे, वेजिटेबल्स का बनाते हैं ना।
वेजिटेबल्स रहेगा, कोई मैदे का कुछ नहीं रहेगा। अच्छा, और उसमें ये मटन या ये सब कुछ डाल देते हैं?
पनीर वगैरह डाल के।
अच्छा अच्छा, पनीर डाल के। वो जो चुरपी होता है वो मिलता है? चुरपी मिलता है,
डालेंगे इसमें।
हाँ, तो सिक्किम में इस साइड पे चुरपी बहुत ये सब होता है।
परे मिलता हूँ।
तो इधर क्या मटन ही होता है नॉन वेज में?
मटन मिल जाएगा, चिकन भी मिल जाएगा।
चिकन तो इधर नीचे से आता होगा, मैं सुना।
सारी गाड़ियों में वही लकड़ी की सप्लाई ही जा रही है।
सत्य का मुद्दा जा रहा है।
हाँ
Precious winter stock of the firewood is getting supplied through this busy road from Manali and Lahore side to Kaza, and these are essential equipments in the harsh winters of the Spiti Valley.
that's the road leading towards Kaza,
And hopefully we will be reaching there within an hour or so, and today we will call it a day with our rides, and after taking some rest, having some cup of tea and snacks, we will try to explore the local area, get adapted to the acclimatize actually to the Kaza altitude.
एंड आई गेस सोनम भाई चले जाएंगे अपने घर हमें ड्रॉप करके तो इनका घर है काजा से 5-6 किलोमीटर की दूरी पे।
आपको शायद आप सोनम भाई से जलोगे कि इतने खूबसूरत जगह पे रहते हैं एकदम जिधर नज़र घुमाओ यू टेक ए स्नैप एंड इट्स ए मास्टर क्लास फोटोग्राफी। सो it's quite beautiful, but the weather will turn quite harsh within few weeks when the entire area will be covered under fits of ice, snow cover. So with that note, let's meet in Kaza. Fuljung Homestay is the place where we are staying tonight, and we have arrived Kaza, and at the starting point we have Fuljung Homestay overlooking the beautiful river of Spiti. Please have a look. So this is our homestay for tonight and tomorrow. We take our shoes outside. This is the interior of the homestay. Room number 4. रूम नंबर 3 और ये
नंबर 2
इसमें नंबर नहीं,
नंबर निकल गया
ठंड में काफी खूबसूरत है। आपका नाम?
सोनम।
आपका भी नाम सोनम है?
हाँ जी।
ये भी सोनम?
जी जी।
तो देखो यहाँ पे सोनम ही सोनम है, सोना पे सुहागा। वेलकम टू द रूम। लेट मी शो यू द रूम। दिस इज द king size bed with an accompanying bed, and this is the chimney to keep the room warm at night, one small table and attached bath, quite good. I think there should be some light here, yeah, light in an exhaust or geyser, whatever. So this is beautiful, and most important thing is the view from here, overlooking the Spiti river and the Rangrig village on the other side. Overall it's a nice experience. Let me show you the view from the other window. So this is the view from the other window, few other buildings on the Kaza. Overall satisfaction guaranteed. Hopefully the fooding will also be good based on whatever is available. We will ask them to prepare for us for the evening snacks and dinner. So let me bring my luggages and get settled here. Bye bye for now.